Well, I got here at the very end of January, so I'm almost know everyone's name now. It's been a short time, but I love the kids. They're hungry. They have a deep thirst for knowledge. They're trying to do everything I ask them to do. So I couldn't be happier with the individuals that they are and their love for the game of baseball. You know, we're just trying to. I told them the first day my goal was to give them the best possible baseball experience I could give them. We've taken one trip for a weekend, and you come. That's when you come. You bond during those trips. You do some crazy stuff. You get to know one another. You start. You know, you're sharing a room with a guy. You learn more about him. You build those friendships. So that's just beginning, and that will take time. I mean, it's a difficult task for me to come in here as late as I did, but it's also a difficult task for them too to adjust to me. But that hasn't been a problem. I told them when I came, probably the biggest enemy would be the time factor. It's difficult to change habits that have been formed since they've been 6, 7, 8 years old. If it's something that's wrong, that doesn't change in 4 or 5 weeks. There's certain things we can change, certain things that are going to take a bit longer, but the effort has been there, and it was good to get a start and win a couple games. Well, first of all, Kenny Saltzman, I think he played his freshman year, and he did not. I don't believe he played the next 2 years, and he came out. Kenny is a great young man. I met Kenny when I brought my son out here for orientation. They both were transfer students. Kenny was from Cleveland State, and my son came from Cornerstone. So I believe I met his father, and I met Kenny, and he decided to come back out. He's a left-handed reliever, so he threw 1 inning so far this year, and he threw a scoreless inning. He's kind of a funky left-hander. So we're glad. Obviously, he's a pitcher, so we're glad any pitcher came out to try and help us. And Ryan Gallagher, Ryan's been a great guy to work with. He's done everything I ask. He's a constant workaholic, and he's a pitcher. And I really like Ryan. I like the effort that he puts forth every day. You can tell he loves the game of baseball. And of course, the third is my son, which I really grew up working with everybody else's son, and I was away a lot. I've been a lifetime baseball coach, so I've coached 34 years, 20 of those at the college level. So I was out recruiting a lot, but it's a joy. He's a great kid. He loves the game of baseball, and he has a passion for it, but he also knows that that's not going to be his career, and he's carving out a nice path because of the academic program. Cam Lawson is going to be a pitcher for us that we're going to need a lot of innings from. And Cam said he came here as an outfielder, and last year, or I came out one weekend. I think I saw 1 or 2 games, and I watched Drew Landis. He only threw 5 innings, and I said he has to be a pitcher on this team because I know it's been a weak area, and we need depth there. And Drew is just if you have 9 guys like Drew Landis, you're going to have a good, solid baseball team. He is all work, all business. Yes sir, no sir. And he loves the game. He just wants to get it done. So I've worked for these last 4 or 5 weeks with him. He was a thrower when I saw him last year. He has a good, strong arm. We're trying to develop him into a pitcher. Cam was an outfielder, and I'm still teaching him some things, trying to make him a better pitcher. So 2 of our top of the rotation guys are guys that we've changed over from position players. The thing we got to be careful with Drew is he's an outstanding third baseman. So I think that's definitely his position. Andy, your catcher is your bedrock. You got to build I always said you build your team around your catcher. You need them to, and if they hit, it's a bonus. In my eyes, you need them to block. You need them to frame. You need them to stop the running game. He certainly did hit last year. He hit 400 or over 400, and had a great year. I was a little concerned with arm strength and things, but we worked on footwork in the gym, and I am very happy with the way he's throwing the ball. He threw in our first game of the season, he threw both base runners out by plenty, and one of them it was a 1-run game in the 9th inning, and the tying run was at first. They tried to steal, and he threw them out by 4 steps. So that was a huge play in helping us win that game. So and you cannot not like Andy. I mean, he's just a great guy. He's very positive. Unfortunately, Nick Fryer had a season-ending injury. He had an injury last year. We thought he also hit very well. We thought he was going to come back. And with those two, one could have DH'd, one could have caught, and we had a freshman catcher come in also, but Nick just wasn't able to go, and his career may be over, unfortunately. But another great guy, good catcher, good hitter, and obviously that hurts. But with Andy being our #1 catcher, we feel good. We just got to keep him from wearing down, keep him healthy. So we have Matt Walgerman, who's our #3 hitter. He went 5 for 9 to start the season in a 3-game series. Matt's a great hitter, a very good first baseman. So he's very solid. We don't have a lot of power. I think Matt led the team last year with 6 home runs. Maybe, I don't know, the closest one may have been 1 or 2 after that. So we're going to have to be base to base. We're going to have to read dirt balls and look for every opportunity to advance. We won our first game. We scored 3 runs. We won 3-2. We won on 2 sacrifice flies and a safety squeeze. So that's how we're going to have to do it. That also takes time. That takes time outside. That takes playing games to learn to read dirt balls. You can practice it in the gym. It's just not the same thing. Yeah. So we're going to be a team in progress. Hopefully, I can say we're going to be playing our best baseball, by the end of the year, and hopefully we can survive the beginning of the year and be competitive and find a way to scratch out some wins in the beginning and just improve as each week goes by.